Do you think you can persuade them to leave us alone?
Don't worry. I'll take care of those raiders for you.
Oh, good. It'll be a relief not to have to worry about them.
Right, okay, so I actually wasn't coming here for that. I am still doing my Brotherhood quest and all the rest of it as well. So, right, apologies. What's going on here is a little bit of a me thing, okay? As anyone who knows my channel knows, I have actually a walkthrough. Not this walkthrough, we have two walkthroughs. We have one called Random Questions. Basically what Random Questions, Thoughts, Tips and Tricks is all about is where I'm going to upload everything that anybody asks about or anything like that. The first video I go on about the timeline. Okay, now it wasn't properly done, it was off the top of my head, it wasn't very organized. So, I'm going to make it organized now. So, digging through everything, the first one that I'm going to go through for here is the timeline of making it from Lost Hills to Washington DC. Now, researched it on the internet, and I know I'm going to sound like Austin here, and I really don't care, but I have gone doing sums and things like that, which I'm not very good at, so I had to get an awful lot of help from calculator. I will put it out there. I actually do have something called mathematical dyslexia now. Had it for a long time, but it's finally been named. It takes 265 days, okay, for an average fit person to walk from California to Washington DC, okay? That the Brotherhood of Steel left Lost Hills at 2254, okay, and landed in Washington DC in 2255. It is possible. It is, yes, I will give it. It is possible. 365 days. You know, I still don't think so. Okay, we are forgetting the Brotherhood of Steel boys and girls were wearing power armor, T51B power armor. This weighs 45 pounds. Okay, then we had people carrying miniguns or Gatling laser. A minigun weighs another 30 pounds. A Gatling laser weighs another 20 pounds. Okay, so that's going to take them a little bit longer than 265 days to just trudge their butts all the way across the United States of America. Okay, then we have to remember they also stopped off in Pittsburgh. It is 189.90 miles from Washington DC to Pittsburgh. Okay, I don't know what way they went across the map, but they didn't do straight fly screw across. I'm guessing there were some areas were too highly irradiated, so they're going to have taken a lot of detours. Okay, that power armor weighs like hell. Okay, those weapons weigh like hell. Giving them a year to make it doesn't cut it. You're not taking into account for the simple fact that most Brotherhood members are couples. We're going to have pregnant people with us as well. We're going to have newborn babies. We already have a 3-year-old Sir Alliance. Never mind the 30 children that were rescued from Pittsburgh. Now it takes an average 2.5 miles can be walked in 1 hour. Okay, 2.5 miles can be walked in 1 hour. For an average person who's not speed walking, just trudging along, relaxing, enjoying. Average person, 2.5 miles. A BOS soldier wearing power armor that weighs 45 pounds. Some of them are going to have very messed up power armor. Some of them are going to be badly injured now. We're not taking into account sprained ankles, icky tummies, how many days they are having to stop off in places. We are now trudging around with us 31 children. Okay, not including the fact that we may have Brotherhood of Steel members who are now carrying children or have had babies upon the road on the way there. Because, let's be honest, so far we have not seen anything in Fallout about contraceptives. So, you know what I mean? There doesn't seem to have been anything anywhere so far showing up about contraceptives. So I'm sorry, I think it's going to take a lot longer than a year to make it. So maybe in the middle of 255, towards the end of 256, I can go with this. okay? But then that sort of brings us up to the whole thing of Pittsburgh was the beginning of the Brotherhood of the West, losing faith in Owen Lance, okay? As we are all aware. So we then have the whole thing of, well, if they made it by late 255, give them a chance. They had to fight their way through Washington, D.C. to get to the Citadel. They didn't just land down on top of the Citadel. They had to fight their way all the way through. But there was already mutants running loose at that point. There were ferals running loose at that point. There were raiders. There were gangs. There were gangs and you could have shaken a stick at running around at that point. I have no idea when Talon Company was created, but I'm guessing those idiots were running around at that point as well. God, help the poor Brotherhood of Steel when they found them. You know what I mean? So, I mean, you're not talking about vertibirds. You're not talking about any movable vehicles, which is my next actual rant that we are going to have. I am actually going to go into a little bit in depth about this one in my next video that will be added to this one. But let's be honest. No. Okay, just flat out no. Okay, if they made it in 255, it's supposed to be Arthur Maxim was sent to them about 265. I'm sorry, by 265, 264, I wouldn't even have thought that he was still holding with them. I would say Owen Lance lost the Brotherhood in the West's respect long before that. Because he was doing everything wrong. He was doing everything different. The Brotherhood in the East became Lion's Brotherhood. It was not the Brotherhood of Steel. He was protecting everybody and anybody. He was taking in every waif and stray under the sun. Paladin Kodiak, as you heard me mention, Paladin Kodiak is now, or was, part of Lion's pride. He was one of Lion's pride. He was the last of those children that were saved from pits to actually make it. Okay? The rest of them, most of them all did join up with the Brotherhood as far as I'm aware. They didn't survive. The Wasteland was a very, very, very nasty place. The Washington DC, well, we all know. We've been there. We played Fallout 3. I still love the Capital Wasteland. I really do. Would like to see a little bit more colour in it. Would like to see some true sights in it. Other than that, I love Fallout 3. I do love it. If it would stop crashing so much. One of those wonderful glitches. You're sitting playing the game and bang, it just dies on you. It really does my head in. But technically, logically, looking at the details together, there was a massive ball drop there. There really was. There is no way they are making it in that year. Wearing this stuff. Look at what I'm wearing. Okay, that's T45. Alright? That's not even T51. That is T45. It weighs a ton. When you use power armor in Fallout 3, it weighs a ton. You lose one of your strength in using it. You're trudging around in the heaviest stuff under the sun. They are carrying Gatling lasers. They are carrying miniguns. They are carrying some of the heaviest weaponry. Then they are trying to carry along their supplies as well. They may have had pack Brahmin with them. We don't know. I would guess they would have had a few pack Brahmin with them. But even then, you have to take care of these animals. If something happens to one of these animals and they get sick, you need to split up your supplies between all the people around you and between your soldiers. And the rest of the pack Brahmin can't take any more on top of them because you don't want them to fall over and die too. But there are too many variables to logically say they made it at that point in time. We don't know how long they took on their breaks. I doubt that they could keep going every single day, especially not with a horde of kids. A horde of kids that are going to get sick, they're going to get stomach bugs, they're not going to sleep, they're going to have fevers, you're going to have people with broken legs, sprained ankles, you name it. I'm sorry. I hate to Sonia, Tesla, you dropped the ball. You majorly dropped the ball. And as for Owen Lance managing to hold the Brotherhood of Steel in the West's respect for 10 years, no, I'm sorry. By that point in time, he'd have lost it long before that, and Arthur Maxim would already have been with the Brotherhood in the East. I know I am tearing apart the entire timeline here, and people are going to sit and go at me, no, you can't do that. I'm sorry, this is just logically, militarily the way it is. It ain't happening. I mean, in Fallout 3, you couldn't move like this. Fallout 4, thankfully, power armor does not weigh. We are quite lucky like this. You know what I mean? It doesn't take down all my weight. I can spin about, I can jump, I can run, the whole heap. I'm sorry, Fallout 3, based on the Fallout 3 basis of everything, no. It doesn't really work. It is one of those ones where I have to hold my hands up and say, sorry guys, logically, it ain't happening. It really is not happening. Logically, it's just been destroyed. You know, so you can say yes, you can say no, you can say I've overanalyzed it. Anything you want. Drop a like, drop a dislike, drop a comment, share, sub, whatever you fancy. If there's anything else you would like me to sort of research into, we do have a few ideas going at the moment. I have a friend who's going to be helping me up with a couple of ideas. A complete genius this person is. Their mind works a hell of a lot better than mine. As you know, mine runs a mile a minute. As you can see, my random brain needs something to be doing in the background here, so I'm jumping on cars. That will be my next sort of rant about things, is going to be about the technology and things like that in Fallout, in the Fallout universe. So, you know, hit it up, take a look, tell me what you think. If there's anything in particular you would like me to sort of go for, feel free. I am not going to be doing lore videos. Sorry, I'm not. One of the best lore, a couple of the best lore people out there are Shoddycast and then the Apple. The Not Apple. He is absolutely brilliant. He is hilarious. He is quite funny. And Shoddycast are absolutely amazing at it, especially the Storyteller series. So if you're after lore, go hit them up. I'm not going to be a lore person. As I say, this is more a sort of me picking up what I logically know is not possible. I know if I got a mathematician to sit down with me and go through it all, we could actually destroy the entire story. So, you know, let me know what you think. But logically, militarily, in this gear, I have no legs. Have you noticed this? I have no legs. None of you have. We've all no legs. First thing I actually did whenever, you know, because in Fallout New Vegas I discovered I had no legs. I'm still obsessed with this I have no legs thing. So, as I say, you love my randomness, admit it. This is more a rant and me picking apart little things that, you know, I know it just, there's no possible way it could have happened. And the timeline is literally just wrong. It's completely wrong in so many places. So, well, as I say, let me know what you think. Like, dislike, whatever you want. If you have a comment, drop a comment. And, well, this is Sentinel signing out, and a way to actually kill the super mutants over here in, in the satellite array. Laters, peeps.